In 1991, my life changed when I held in my arms near 9 pounds of Brianna Fay. Yes, a little chunky. We called her Brianna, Breezy, BB, and Bree Bree, but many of you know her as just Bree to this day. Bree always deserved her knight in shining armor, but she would never imagine asking for so much. Now I can sum this all up in a quote by Olivia. I hope to find someone that loves me and looks at me the way Connor loves and looks at my sister.
The first time Bree and I met, I was at work. She was in my classroom with her mother. They were painting a set for the drama production at the school that I taught at.
He walked in and she gave me the eyes, like, that's him.
I walked in and I saw her there and was a little bit taken aback because I had heard from her mom about her cute daughter, and she was right, she was cute.
So we met and I knew he was a musician, and he talked a little bit about, you know, the fact that he'd done some recording just in his apartment. He had equipment and stuff like that.
And I told her, well, yeah, I have a recording studio, which is not really a recording studio. It's a laptop and a couple microphones, but it sounded better to say it's a recording studio. We kept in touch over the next couple months. We spent a good weekend recording an album, and after our first long recording session, we went out to lunch, and apparently that was our first date. That's what Bree says was our first date. I just thought we were getting burritos, and I would not have taken her to get burritos had I known it was a first date.
I don't know what it was, but we literally texted like throughout the entire day until we went to bed, and obviously all my friends were like, okay, you're texting him all day, every day, and it's not weird, but you're not dating. Like, obviously this is not just a random thing, like a normal friend thing.
I don't know. There was something different about her. She wasn't just a normal, like, oh, there's a cute girl, you know, just hanging out, I'm gonna go talk to her. It felt significant. And I know that's cheesy and feels a little ridiculous to say, but I can't pinpoint it. There's just something about her, and I had to know more. So we went to Santa Monica for the day, and we're wandering around, and we get down to the pier, and we got in line.
And he's like, we have to go on the Ferris wheel, and I'm like, it's okay, like we can do it later. And then he's like, no, we need to go on the Ferris wheel like in the afternoon. And I'm like, okay, I think this is gonna happen.
So I was trying to be as cool as I could. I had slipped the ring into my back pocket when she wasn't looking, and we climbed on that Ferris wheel, and I turned to her and I basically told her what I loved about her and what I value in her, and how I just can't picture doing this without her.
So he takes my sunglasses off, and I'm just like ugly crying for the rest of it. And then he gets on his knees, and then I'm like sobbing harder and harder and like wiping snot from my nose. But it was still amazing and magical and perfect.
I know she'll be crying, and I know her dad will be crying. And then I'll be crying, and I know that my parents will be crying. And it's really gonna be just a lot of crying.
My dad and I have already talked about, we're not gonna have like a deep talk. We're just gonna do it, and we're gonna like hug, and then we're just gonna go, because otherwise we're gonna be a mess. I'm like, thank you, good idea. Like, we can have an emotional talk later.
You know, the Lord says that where 2 or more are gathered, I'm gonna be there. And it's no mistake that a marriage takes 2 people. It was God's plan, because that makes a way for him to be with you always. By the power vested in me by the state of California, and as a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, I now pronounce you man and wife. Connor, kiss your bride.
He's strong for me all the time, and I want us to be partners, and I don't want him to ever doubt that I won't be there, or that I won't understand something, or be okay with something that he's going through or that he's feeling. I want us to be able to lean on each other. Yeah.